Every year I drive to the airport in Saskatchewan to pick up a guest who comes to visit me. But this time, I was doing it at the Winnipeg airport.
Hello!
Hello there.
So finally, I'm here with my brother, exploring Winnipeg and showing him all the cool places that I've scouted in the last 12 days that I've been here. So now we're on to a microbrewery that apparently is one of the coolest ones in the city.
It's called the Barn and Hammer.
Let's go.
Doing van life in 2 was a fun challenge. For start, I would sneak him into my gym for showers.
So I've never lived in this van in 2. I've always just been by myself. I just had my bed always here and the equipment here, but now that Dutana is going to be with me here for a week, we're definitely going to have to get a little smart with space management because it is tight. And then when we get to the sleeping area, we're going to put my window washing gear to the front seat, put his mattress here. All my window washing equipment on the floor here, and then the bucket here, et voila, here we have it. So we're gonna have to sort out the space there, but
that is roomy.
so we got all my gear in the front, Dotan in the back, and I'm basically gonna be transporting him while he's sitting on the mattress, and we're gonna go slow like 20 kilometers an hour to our sleeping spot, which is just like 3 blocks away. See ya. Fun with that?
Yes.
Stretch out a bit. So how's the space?
It's perfect.
Nice. Wow, van life in 2.
Yeah.
This is a first.
So after 3 days in Winnipeg, it was time to head out of the city and explore the lakes of Manitoba.
So this is the first break of the city. We just left the sort of city boundaries and we're heading on this road that is going to take us north to a town called Gimli. Windy day today, and the water looks like there's this green algae in it. It's like a really green, kind of dirty looking water.
We're here in the town of Gimli on the western shore of Lake Winnipeg. It's an interesting town because it has a historical and cultural connection to Iceland. So in 1875, about 300 Icelandic immigrants came and settled in this area. Apparently there were a lot of eruptions going on in Iceland at the time that were displacing people. So they came here and they settled themselves and established their farms and their community. And at least 1, potentially 2 additional waves of Icelandic immigrants came to join them shortly afterwards. So today this town maintains its historic connection to Iceland, and that's why you see you know, this statue on kind of like Icelandic names of streets and beaches and stuff all around this area. Even though we're on a lake, it's a massive lake. Can't even see the other side. And it actually has a bit of an oceanic or ocean feel to it. So I bet it helped the Icelanders feel a little bit more at home.
Just endless farmlands.
Just endless farmlands.
It's one of the biggest agricultural regions of the world.
So a few hours later, we arrived at the bustling metropolis of Steep Rock and searched for the local campsite there.
Is it possible to get in? Or
wait a few minutes. We're up near the restaurant. We'll have to come and let you in.
okay, thank you. Thank you. It's a walkie-talkie.
We don't even have tents. We're just going to sleep in the van, but we want to be in a place that's like secure for safety reasons because we are in the middle of nowhere.
Can you tell I was a server? Didn't spill a drop.
So we got all this good food from a Jewish deli in Winnipeg. We got gefilte fish, which is a kind of fish dumpling. Latkes, a fried potato pancake. Schnitzel. Vegetables, rucola. Couldn't get any better.
Looks delicious. Cheers.
L'chaim. Fluorescent lamp here. Where'd you learn that?
I don't know.
That's so smart.
This is a DIY lantern.
Totally.
This is MacGyver.
Totally MacGyver. You got the cell phone shining its light through the water and it's radiating it out to the rest of the table.
In the morning, we went down to the beach to check out the local attraction, the cliffs of Steep Rock on Lake Manitoba.
We're just filling up because we have no idea how much gas there will be further up the road. Like, we want to have a full tank to go into Grand Rapids, just to be safe. We advise us not to be too cocky with, gas. We should just be more on the careful side.
The road went right between the major lakes, but we couldn't see any of them because of the trees. Nevertheless, we felt like we were pushing into a new frontier. We only got a glimpse of Lake Winnipeg again when we reached the community of Grand Rapids at the north end of it.
So a few minutes ago we turned west from Grand Rapids and we're heading towards Saskatchewan. I've driven through a lot of middle of nowheres in Canada, but this amount of nothingness, like no towns, no restaurants, no gas stations, like one in a couple hundred kilometers. The crazy thing is that it feels so north up here. Like, we've been driving for hours straight north, but looking at the map, we're only a third way up Manitoba. So there's just so much more to go, and it just goes to show how massive Canada is.
Then we went off the main road for 5 minutes to try to get to the lake.
Wow.
Crazy.
cold. Oh my god. I did not expect it to be so shallow. Yeah.
I know we're giving you a lot of very interesting landscapes, but it's a little bit different. We left sort of the lakes area, and now we're really heading towards Saskatchewan. There's all these burnt out trees. Yeah, it looks like a bit of a wasteland here. Nothing like a road trip with Vimto. So the paved road became a dirt road on the way to Hudson Bay, which is our next town. This is how rural we are. And the border is here. Right here, Saskatchewan. Okay, so it's almost 11 p.m. and we're in the town of Melfort. We had pizza here earlier, which was really good. And then we were going to go to this campground here. We drove there and the gates were open. So we kind of toured around, drove around, tried to find a spot. And then we realized, there's the bathrooms in the campsite. But then we decided, you know what? Why don't we just have showers and bounds? So now we're nice and clean. We're just trying to figure out where to sleep tonight. Looking at the satellite view, I'm naturally drawn to like the greener areas. So this one caught my eye, but this is a sports ground for a high school. You see like the running ring here? So that's not a good place to sleep because tomorrow morning is Friday. There's gonna be a lot of kids coming to school in the morning, parents dropping them off. Someone might see us and call the police. But near it, you see another park. And so I'm actually drawn to this street and this street because we might be able to park with no sidewalk. So there won't be any foot traffic in the morning that could potentially see us. So we're gonna go scout the area out, see if it's dark enough and it feels safe. But this is definitely a good guess. So we bid you good night and we'll see you tomorrow morning. It's kind of like the Arab Coca-Cola, if you will, but it's more like aromatic. It has like all these herbs. So this is Dotan snacking on arugula as if it was chips or nuts or something. Just arugula, nothing else.